Buongiorno, buongiorno. I was thinking to skip this game because sometimes has passed already, but fuck it, I'll do it anyway. So let's discuss a little bit about the game against Brugge, Club Brugge. If I have to be totally honest, not a very beautiful game from AC Milan. Until the 60 minutes of this from the second half, it was not a good game. To be honest, AC Milan was without ideas. We didn't create much. We were never dangerous if not for Leao in the first half, and the second half continued like that. Club Brugge basically left us play whatever we wanted, and every time that we reached the final third of the pitch, we didn't have ideas. We didn't know what to do. The only idea we had is to give ball to Leao, hope that Leao passes his man, and then cross into the middle. But when we were into the final third, they were all like too static. And I think that Fonseca's strategy in the beginning was to wait for Club Brugge to come in our defensive third, basically to press us so that we can, free some men on the pitch. That didn't happen because Club Brugge played super compact and they almost never like break shape, and that was a problem for us. So this time Fonseca went with a 4-3-3, abandoning his beloved 4-2-3-1 to play with Loftus-Cheek right here, which is like he didn't play. I didn't notice his presence. I didn't notice anything from Loftus-Cheek. I watched the game again, and he was like the invisible man. So when we were defending, we were basically defending with a 4-3-3, and then when we got possession, basically we saw that our friend the Loftus would go here next to Pulisic, and then or Fofana or Reijnders would get the ball and try to move it on. A lot of the times was Reijnders, and a lot of other times was Fofana that will pass it to Reijnders and then try to play here. And in the first half, we played mainly on Leao's side. This is a bit unbalanced. I wish we could play both sides exactly like we did in the second half when Chukwueze and Okafor came in. But I think that is also because of the position of Pulisic. So when Loftus-Cheek went out, Pulisic basically took his place here, but he also plays more into this area of the pitch. And obviously Pulisic has a much more quality compared to Loftus-Cheek, and that's what also made the difference in our dynamic. Also, don't forget that Club Brugge played in 10 from the minute 30 or so, and we conceded a goal, and we were 1-1. Not the best game from AC Milan. I was expecting more. Truly, we could not create. There were like moments, and we had everybody on the line here, even Hernandez, because Hernandez was doing this a lot, like being in this area. So we were building with basically with a 3-2-5 kind of formation here. No movement. The crosses weren't the best, so we couldn't create as much as I wish we did against a club versus like Brugge. Of course, Brugge is not like a bad club, but AC Milan is superior to Club Brugge, and I hope so. So I feel we don't have triangles. We never try to do triangles, and when we manage to do them by chance, let's say, it's where we get the most danger. So the main danger from us come from Leao, that in this game he played a good game. He didn't manage to concretize or to finalize. Sometimes he was too generous and he tried to give the ball to whoever was here instead of shooting for himself. There was a chance at the minute 45 that it was a clear chance for Leao, but chose to give it to Hernandez. I think Hernandez, yeah, who made a mistake. The same thing that happened when Okafor came in, but this time Reijnders scored. So was the same. It's the same thing. Like the way we scored is by doing this by Leao or whoever he's here, or Chukwueze, because it was the same with Chukwueze here, and then cross it into this area, and whoever is there, like Reijnders or Hernandez, come in and score. Usually this is AC Milan, or what we try to do. Morata this time didn't play as a attacking midfielder, but he was like a striker. Morata didn't do too well. Obviously, the usual movement from Morata, but he lost quite some dangerous balls in here. And as a striker, didn't produce as much as I wish, but Morata is not known to score that many goals throughout a season. If I have to see clearly, this performance from AC Milan is not a truly brilliant performance. We were very, very locked. We managing like to concede a goal, and that way is everybody slept on defense during that goal basically. And what truly changed AC Milan were the substitutes. So the guy went out, we got Chuku and we got Okafor instead of Leao. Substitutions that in the beginning I did not agree with, because Leao was playing well. So, but Fonseca said fuck it, and he put Okafor, and 2 seconds after, Okafor made the assist for Reijnders. Same thing with Chukwueze. Chukwueze showed us a super dynamism this time. Dynamism into the pitch. Every time that he tried to pass Brugge here, he succeeded. And then he produced the assist for the third goal. So what truly changed the game for AC Milan were these two guys, and Pulisic playing, being more into the center of the play. But mainly Reijnders was our main guy. If the first half for Reijnders wasn't that positive, the second half was much better for Reijnders. It was incredible, actually. And we have to do this more. So our midfielder has to go inside the goal area more. In defense, to be honest, we didn't risk that much, but we did risk when the usual people make the usual mistakes. We actually, in the first minutes, the True King Emerson did quite some heavy mistakes, like the pressing at the minute, like I wrote it down, like at the minute 2.36, his pressing was off, and basically he left like a giant hole for Brugge to use. And then at the minute 6, he could not stop the ball properly and opened for the counterattack of Brugge. We are lucky that Brugge didn't score. Fofana lost a couple of balls too. We were basically saved by our goalkeeper, the Magic Mike Maignan, as usual. It felt a lot like AC Milan didn't press fiercely enough in this game. A lot of the times the players were more concerned about regaining the shape instead of like winning the ball back as soon as they can, which I guess is understandable, because Fonseca is a little bit afraid to concede goals because our defense, that's how it is. But yeah, Reijnders was the total leader on the pitch. He was constantly also talking like to Mr. Cage, Matteo Gabbia, asking him to, come, let's raise the line, because we're too low, So I appreciate that kind of leadership as well. But let's go into the ratings for this game. Allora, Fonseca, for me this is a 6 for Fonseca. He did win the match by changing the proper man at the right time. He took off Leao, which could have paid off or not. It did paid off. Chukwueze to change the game. Having Loftus-Cheek there wasn't good. It wasn't a good idea, because we didn't see Loftus-Cheek throughout the whole game. So I will give Fonseca this rating, because we were 11 versus 10, and I didn't see that attitude to go and win the game, to try to use that to ease this game for us. But yeah, I think a good 6 is alright for Fonseca this time. We had to win the match no matter how, and we did so. Emerson, the true king of us all, the hero we deserve, the hero we have, not the one we deserve. How was that sentence? Anyway, him. I'll be nice. I'll give him a 5.5 because when he has the ball, like he does these mistakes that can cost so much for the team, and he does them regularly every game. Recently, it's a little bit better, but mainly because he's not going on to attacking, so he's trying to stay in defense with Gabbia and Tomori, which I guess it's helping him, but he still does like some pretty dangerous mistakes for AC Milan that can cost the game. And since AC Milan tends to get depressed when we concede a goal, that is not good. Let's go on. Let's try to do it quickly this time. Otherwise, it's going to be like 20 minutes of rambling stuff. The defense overall, I mean, we always had possession of the ball, right? Because the Brugge didn't really push too much. They played more of a counter-attacking football with us. So the defense is a solid 6 for pretty much everybody. Like Gabbia, they all, okay, let's say they all slept when we conceded that goal. Our defense, like they were all like sleeping around, but I'll just give it a 6 to Gabbia, Tomori, and even Theo. Even if Theo wasn't his best game, he did like the minimum that he could do, and he has some responsibilities on the goal as well. But let's be nice, I guess. Didn't produce much in attack. A 6, it's fine. Loftus, let's go with Loftus. Loftus, I will not give him a vote because I didn't see him on the pitch. I simply didn't, he wasn't there. He didn't play. He's just not a technical player that can play in that position. He has to start more on the midfield line instead of staying next to Pulisic. He doesn't have that quality. I don't know what to do with Loftus-Cheek. I don't know if they will try to sell him in the window transfer market or not. It's a no. For me, it's a no. It's not working. Fofana lost some dangerous balls as well. But overall, during the game, he was just like trying to organize the midfield. I guess he did his job. Fair and square 6 is good. And nothing much to say. He didn't do the same things that he did with Udinese. Reijnders, the man of the match. Leader on the pitch. 2 goals when we needed those goals. Total player. Quality passes. The usual. If we didn't have Reijnders, we will be in trouble. In fact, we're not going to have Reijnders in the next game. So I have no idea how that's going to go. How our creativity will be on the pitch, because a lot of key passes were from Reijnders in this game. And usually, Reijnders and Pulisic are the main key passes guys. Pulisic is, I think, the top for key passes in Serie A. Outstanding game from Reijnders, 2 beautiful goals, and the assist for Camarda that unfortunately was in offside. He also procured the red card for the Brugge midfielder. Good. Our beautiful Pulisic. So Pulisic, we didn't play to the right side of the pitch on the first half, and he still managed to score a goal from a corner kick. That's still, I cannot believe that. Pulisic is, even when he doesn't play his best game, he is still so valuable for AC Milan that he has to play 90 minutes, pretty much. You just cannot leave Pulisic on the bench. This Pulisic is it's amazing. It's being amazing for AC Milan. Luckily, we had this Pulisic that always kept Milan up. Thank you, Pulisic. Thank you. Moratinho, not his best game. The usual work for the team, but nothing outstanding. I preferred other type of performances from Morata. This time he played more as a striker. He tried to open some spaces sometimes, but He also lost some kind of dangerous balls as well. So not the best game from Morata, not his worst. 5.5 for me. It's fair enough because we remember that we were like 11 versus 10. So always keep in mind that, because it can't look like we did the best game ever, but we have a lot to work on still. On the other side, let's go with the Leao. Leao, and the controversies about Leao. Leao is always so divisive. Divisive, like, it divides people. I have seen people rating Leao 5s, 5.5, sometimes even 4.5, and I'm saying no. I mean, okay, he didn't score, didn't do any assists, but he played a good game. Come on, and when he plays a good game, we gotta say that. To me, Leao was from a 6 to a 6.5. I'm not sure which one of those. I know we expect a lot from Leao, but this game from Leao was good. He did what he could do. He has to be more precise. He has to, look around much more, like see where his teammates are. But in this game, he did what he had to do, right? He almost always tried to dribble his man and succeeded a lot of the times, creating the danger from AC Milan. He was a little bit too generous at times in the final area. So I don't feel like I want to criticize Leao for the way he played, even if a lot of people may do so, but I usually do criticize Leao because I criticize what I see. If I don't like what I see, I will say so. If I like what I see, I will say so. So I did like Leao today. I wished he scored or he did, let's say, more, but we know how Leao is, right? Leao is less of a team player and more an individual player. But I'd say we cut him some slack. I think he played well, and that's it. That's it. He played well, and I hope that he keep going like this, if not better, because we know the potentiality of Leao. So that's why so many people criticize him, because we know what he could do, and we want him to do what we expect, and it's not always the case. But this game was good. So I don't want to do polemics about Leao. I don't want to do polemics about Leao. So let's go and into the substitutes. I'll just do the two main, Okafor and Chukwu. Okafor and Chukwu, I'll give them both a 7 because they enter and they change totally the game. Super dynamic, especially Chukwueze. We saw Chukwueze dribbling like crazy. Everything was easy today for Chukwueze. So I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he seems to be in a great moment of physical form as well, but also mental form. So I hope he's gonna play more, because this Chukwueze is a good Chukwueze, and if he stays like this, then we're all gonna be happier. Okafor as well. Okafor did the assist that Okafor did is what Leao did in the first half. The same thing. Dribble the man, crosses in the middle, and this time we scored. That's the only difference. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you noticed something that I may have missed, because when there's a football game, there's so many stuff to watch, and I can't watch everything while watching the game 2 times only, because the first time I watched the game, I usually just pretty much more emotional than analytic. The second time I can focus a little bit more, but you still so it's not always easy to catch everything. So let me know if there is something that I missed that it's good for me too, because I can learn stuff from you. Ciao. Have a nice day, and we'll see you for Bologna Milan. Well, we are already playing soon, huh?